Hey guys, and welcome back to my channel, Appalachian Home Co. In today's video, it's going to be a super fun video. We're going to be making this really fun beach design t-shirt for summer, and I'm going to be using a new material from TeckWrap. It is their new heat transfer paper for light and dark fabric. It also comes with a transfer mask. This is going to be a print then cut project. We're going to be using the Cricut Maker 3 and Cricut Design Space to print and cut our project. We are going to be making a t-shirt, and I'm just going to be using a black Bella Canva t-shirt. It's super soft. I want to show you guys how well this material stands out on dark colored fabric. You can also use this on light colored fabrics as well. It works just as well. Also, as a little additional fun add-on, I'm going to be using TeckWrap Craft's new heat transfer vinyl in the Puff version, Puff Baby Blue. You're also going to need some sort of heat press and some kind of inkjet printer. Just a plain printer will work fine. So let's go ahead and get started. I'll jump on into Cricut Design Space and show you how to set up your project. Once you're in Design Space, you want to go ahead and open a new project up here at the top of the screen. And the first thing I'm going to do is turn on my templates. Design Space does allow you to use templates, so I'm just going to type in t-shirt, and I'm going to use this classic t-shirt. This one's my favorite to use. You can change the size of these and the color, and this makes it super easy to visualize exactly what you're doing. And now we're ready to go ahead and upload our design. If you go to the left side of the screen, you will see an icon called Upload. Once you have your design highlighted and selected, you can just drag that onto your screen, and then you can hit continue. And then when you get to this screen, you want to make sure and select flat graphic. This is your print then cut project. Now this one's coming in pretty big, but I'm just going to drag those little boxes in to resize it down to about 3 inches to go on the front of this t-shirt. And my second design, I'm just going to do the same way, go to upload, and then I'm just going to drag this other design. And both of these, by the way, I did get on Etsy. I'll try to link them down below. I'm going to go ahead and resize this second design also. So I'm going to grab those little corner handles and just drag this in. You can see here on the right of the screen, I do have a orange exclamation that's telling me that the image is too large to print and cut on an 8.5 by 11 sheet of paper. So for an 8.5 by 11 print and cut project, you want to make sure that your dimensions are no larger than 6.75 by 9.25 inches. So I'm going to change the height up here in the dimension box to 9.25, and that's going to take away that little orange exclamation mark. So my design right now is just a little small for the back of this t-shirt, so I'm going to actually go into Cricut Images and add a palm tree shape just to beef up the back of this t-shirt a little bit. Next on this sunray design, you will see there is a textured appearance to this design. There are some little holes you can see here in the letters. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to create an offset around this image, and I'm going to make it super tiny, 0.005. And I'm just going to apply that. And what that's going to do is just going to create an outline of the image, and it's going to fill in all of those little tiny textured holes. So I'm going to center that offset with my original design. So just go to Align and Center. And after I have that completed, I'm going to go down to the bottom of my screen and hit Flatten. And what that's going to do, it's going to tell Cricut just to cut the outline border of this image. So Cricut is no longer going to cut out any of those little pieces, just the outline. And last, I want to take out a portion of this palm tree to fit around the letters. So I'm going to duplicate that offset we created under the boat waves, and I'm going to create another offset around the original one, and this one's going to be 0.1.
I'm going to hit apply on that offset, and then you can see there is a little tiny black border now that's going to appear around the original sunray design. I'm going to move this original offset off and then change the color of the second offset to white so you can see kind of how this is going to line up. Now I'm going to select both the palm tree and the second offset and hit slice down here at the bottom of my screen. What that's going to do, it's going to allow me to take out all the parts of the palm tree I don't want. So I can take out the major part of the offset, and then I can also remove some of these pieces of the palm tree. If all of them are not removed, you can go into contour and take out the little bitty bits that are left behind, and then just X out of contour when you are done. So now we're almost ready to make our project. You want to make sure that print then cut projects are set to print then cut under the operation tab. So I want to make sure my smiley face and my boat waves sunray design are set to print then cut. I also want to make sure that the palm tree is set to basic cut because we are just using heat transfer vinyl for that part of it. So I'm going to go ahead and select Make It, and you can see here all of our mats are ready to go. I'm going to go ahead and send our first mat to the printer. I am leaving the bleed on and turning on system dialog because I want to change my preferences and change my paper type to premium matte. Also, I want to up the quality to high, and I'm just going to hit OK and go ahead and send this to the printer. You do want to make sure and print on the blank side of the paper. There is a design on the back, and that makes it easy to tell the difference. Now we're ready to go ahead and load our project into our Cricut Maker. To cut this out, I'm going to use the printable vinyl setting for my material settings, and I'm just going to load my mat and hit go. Now I'm just going to weed this transfer paper. I'm just pulling up 1/4 and slowly weeding that back. It weeds super easy, even though it is a very intricate design. This weeded out perfectly. Now ready for our heat transfer mask. I'm just going to peel the protective layer off the top, and it will tell you the backing side. That is the side that needs to be peeled off. And then you're going to flip that over and just stick this down. It does have some tackiness to it, so there is a little light adhesion that's that you're going to feel. That's what's going to stick to your design. I'm also going to use this squeegee. This I love because it has a little velvet edge on it, and it prevents you from damaging your paper. Now I'm just rubbing down the design really well so that it adheres to the transfer mask, and you just want to go ahead and remove the backing paper. This was super easy to remove. And now you have your little transfer ready to press onto your shirt. I went ahead and printed off the rest of the print then cut design. These are the smiley faces. One of these is going to go on the front of the shirt. I just duplicated these before I print them out because I wanted to get the most out of this printable iron-on. And now I'm just going to go ahead and put the masking on this also. I think I'll just cut out these separately to place on the shirt, and I'll have the rest to save for later. Now finally we're gonna go ahead and cut out the palm tree out of the heat transfer vinyl. That is the puff version from TeckWrap. I like this because it comes with a set of instructions right on the package that lets you know the time and temperature they're going to need to press this. So I'm going to go ahead and cut out a little piece, put that on my mat. I am going to use the setting for premium vinyl removable mat for this material, but I am going to up the pressure just a little bit, and that seemed to give me a perfect cut. The heat transfer paper will come with a set of instructions on what temperature to press at, but I'm going to be using a temperature of 315 degrees Fahrenheit for 15 seconds. And I'm just pre-pressing my shirt for about 5 seconds. So I'm going to go ahead and put on the front design. The heat transfer paper also comes with a little sheet of parchment paper to protect your t-shirt, so I'm using that in between the press and the design. And I'm also peeling this off pretty immediately after I pull it out of the press, and you can see how smoothly that comes off of there. I am going to put links of all the products I'm using today in the description box of this video. TeckWrap is having a huge sale right now. I believe it's going through the 16th, and I'm going to leave you guys a code you can use to get a discount also down in the description. So be sure to check that out and check out their products on their website. Like I said, they're having a huge sale right now. Now I'm going to change the temperature on my heat press to 310 degrees. I'm still going to be pressing this puff heat transfer vinyl at 15 seconds, but I am covering the design I've already pressed. I have found that with the puff HTV, if you do not cover it with any kind of transfer sheet, it seems to do a lot better as far as getting a larger puff, and this one definitely did. I was very impressed at the puff on this material. I also did a wash test on this shirt after I wore it, and you can see here the ink on this did not bleed at all. It didn't lose its color, so I was very impressed that even after washing it kept its vibrant colors. Thank you guys so much for watching this video, and thank you TeckWrap for sending me these products to share with my audience. If you have any questions on this tutorial or how to use these products, you can leave them in the comments and I will get back to you. Also, don't forget to subscribe to my channel and give this video a thumbs up if you like this content. I will see you guys back again in my next video.